What's up, guys? I thought I'd make a YouTube video today talking about my experience in the fitness life and how it's changed. Throughout most of my years, I was very skinny and weak, especially through middle school and a lot of high school, pretty much all of high school. It wasn't until 2019 where I started taking the gym serious and wanted to obtain better fitness goals. I ended up getting vastly stronger and improving my physique dramatically. I was in that bodybuilding phase. I would lift weights pretty much every single day. I would train and lift weights around 6 days a week on average. And I would heavily use protein supplements. I dabbled in pre-workout. I also dabbled in creatine. And at one point, I'm pretty sure I almost was at like at least 190 pounds. I was probably around 180 during, during 2022. And during this time, I could like close grip bench 225 for reps. I got to a point where I could easily bench 275. Mind you, I was doing boxing at this time, and I started getting into boxing around 2021. But I didn't really put it over, lifting weights. And I eventually kind of took a long break from it until one of my buddies urged me to pursue it more, because I did really want to learn how to defend myself. At one point, he told me to hit the bag, and I couldn't even hit the bag for like 30 seconds without getting gassed out. I started consistently training boxing of like July of 2022. I'm also doing it now and learning Muay Thai through the process. And you can really see how like your body changes from prioritizing starting from prioritizing being really strong and lifting weights and prioritizing learning boxing. When you're lifting heavy weights, you're focusing on doing high volume with less reps, and usually these reps are slower, especially if you're doing hypertrophy exercises. But you're not used to having any agility, any fluid movement, and your strength doesn't really, the only thing of like these huge bodybuilders is like their strength mainly comes from their weight, not their actual like force. And when you learn boxing, you learn how to generate more power through your force. So you really control your body well, and that's why I've like been doing way more calisthenics. I've always been into calisthenics. It's really what's got me into working out, but now I just do it more because it translates to my goals better now. So if you're watching this video, you want to train in the way that's gonna help work out your goals. And recently I was squatting and I'm like, why does this feel heavy? I used to be able to rep 315 for reps, but now you look back and I'm lifting weights only like 2 to 3 times a week, compared to a couple years ago when I was lifting weights 6 days a week. Your body's going to change. So in that time period, my tissues are changing, my nervous system is adjusting. And yes, there is fighters that can lift super heavy, but it's not what they prioritize. So the trade-off of going from gym bro to, prioritizing martial arts is that you most likely will lose strength, but you will gain speed, endurance, agility, and fluidity. It also probably increases your mental toughness from doing martial arts, because you can get hit. The workouts are more vigorous because it's mainly fast movements, repetitive movements, pushing yourself from a cardio point of view, which is way different from using a machine or putting a lot of heavy weight on the bar. And not saying that ain't difficult, but you're not gassed out to where like you can't stand. So in conclusion, if you're in that gym bro phase and you switch to martial arts, expect to lose some strength, but expect to gain a lot more other benefits. And if you've been doing martial arts all your life and you're like, you know what, I want to get into like bodybuilding or powerlifting, expect to lose that endurance and whatnots, at least some of it that you've had before, because that's how the human body works. And if you prioritize a different type of training, you're gonna lose benefits from the other type. Train the way that makes you happy and what you're going to see the most improvement out of.